Okay, Shalom. Okay, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Rekakadash. Okay, double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Salutation and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, faith-based Israelites, people of Negro and Indian descent, their fellow laborer Akim, that's doing the work on the highways and the byways, in season and out of season. Okay, faith-based Israelite. Okay, Israelite foreigners as well, those that were scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, amongst the heathen nations, but had the spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And you women, you are with this humbling yourself as well, just learning this word and escape the pollutions of this damn devil in this world. Okay, oh man, I should have just looked it up before I even started this, but the scripture says, "The simple believeth every word." The simple believeth every word. And give me a second here and put this scripture. It's coming down to showdown time. You know, and it's about that time. It's about to get bad out here. That when you should have been learning and following instructions, keyword learning and following instructions, you were caught out here with your pants down. You know, doing whatever the hell you wanted. You know, doing whatever you feel your heart's desire or your heart's telling you. When it clearly the scripture says the heart is wicked of all things. Trying to find this word. Give me 1 second here. Look at you like they got two heads. Look at you like you got two heads when you try and give them some information, but then again at the same time they try and act like they already know this, but you know, their whole damn lives and everything in their life reflects that they don't have absolutely no wisdom or knowledge or understanding. Absolutely all. They always got to act like they have to put themselves on a even level with you when you're trying to give them instructions. You know, you know when you're telling them something, they're already nodding their head like in agreement, like they already know it. You know that the thing that a lot of these women have a habit of doing because they're always constantly trying to make themselves equal with what you know. You know, they can't humble themselves. You know, like because pretty much how what the Lord is asking you to come in a spirit of a little one, a spirit of a child, a young one, man, humbling yourself to learn all over again. But let me find this scripture here. Fools, man. I mean, complete fools, man. I mean, you expect a child, a young child, you know, to be immature. That's why they're called immature. You know, but when it comes to grown adults, man, it's amazing. Here we go. Oh, okay. Revelation, the 19th chapter. Something I picked up from Apostle Tahar, Bible Hub, which seems to be the same as when you're using the blue letter when you switch from different versions. But Bible Hub seems to be pretty sweet itself. Going through a couple of these scriptures, and I don't need to read any of this. You know, the MOTB implant under the skin could be your witch's serum key. A Swedish firm has created an underskin MOTB for to say here though? Hey, that allows users to carry their witch's serum passport under their skin. Hey, it's coming down to showdown time. Just like we told you fools, man. You know? Just like we told you fools. Are you gonna get caught out there with with your pants down, you know? You and your wife and your children, man. You're gonna look stupid. Revelation. Oh, yeah, Bible Hub. Let me see if I can get that. A new tab here. Pull the scripture up. Revelation 19 and 20. New International Version. See how it has all these different versions, and you go through a few of them. A few of them will hit the nail on the tip, man. Um, but the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet who had performed the signs on its behalf. With these signs he had deluded those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped his image. New Living Translation. And the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who did mighty miracles on behalf of the beast, miracles that deceived all who had accepted the mark of the beast and who had worshipped the statue. Worshipped his statue. And there's the key: miracle that deceived all who had accepted the mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast is gonna come in many different forms, man. Many different forms. Man, mark of the beast, and like they're using it now, um, to detect and to protect against that witch's serum. That witch's serum /19 and quadriplegics or paraplegics. These implants gonna, it's gonna fool a lot. It's gonna fool a lot of people, man. Let me go back to that article though. I want to find the one where it actually talks about those that are quadriplegic or paraplegics. Those those that lost limb mobility. That can't walk and can't move their toes or can't move their legs or arms or hands. Or, if you don't know what a quadriplegic or paraplegic is, they have. There's some people that can, their bottom half doesn't work or their top half don't work, and there are those that the bottom and top half of their bodies don't work. Para and pop and quad. And regardless of if this this scare that's going around the world, regardless of if it is or if it isn't the MOTB, you're supposed to deny it regardless, But this scare that's going around the world has nothing to do with buying and selling. Has nothing to do with it, but it's a prelude to it. You know, I mean, they may block you out of getting, going in the stores and the restaurants, and movie theaters, and so on and so on. But that has nothing to do with buying and selling. You know, you can look at prisoners. You know, you can look at prisoners, and the scriptures mention free and. Um, Let me get the scripture. The scriptures mention 13 at. Here we go. The scriptures mention free and bond. Free and bond, meaning bond, you're, you know, being locked the hell up. You know, what is someone in the, what are they going, someone that's locked up, what are they going to be buying? What are they going to stop them from getting commissary? It's just simple common sense, man. When just, just looking at the scriptures with a, with an open eye, you'll see that the foolery, the fools that the madness they come up with. I mean, the straight up madness they come up with. This thing is here, man. Okay, what's this one here? Everybody, here we go again. Under your skin, tech firm develop develop potato chips that can be implanted in your arm to track. And I'm only I'm using that silly name. How they got them algorithm to listen for certain words and things, man. It's no, and by no means am I making mockery of the scriptures. Even though those damn fools, IUIC says something about, how they even mention a potato chip, talking about clowns, man. But why we use masking words, so that can be implanted in your arm to track that witch's serum status with just a cell phone scan. And everything is getting so modernized. You can see it happening. You can see it coming down. Oh, check this out. Going back to that one scripture. Let me go back to it. Oops. Come on. What was I at? That Berean, King James Version, New King James Version. Then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophets who had worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. New American Standard Bible. And the beast was seized, and with him the false prophets who performed the signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who had received the mark. All right, so let's go to Revelation 13 and what is that? 16. Thought I had it somewhere. Yeah, here we go. The NIV version. It also forced all people, great and small. It also forced all people, great and small, rich and poor, free and slave as prisoners, to receive a mark on their right hand or on It says on here, on their right hand. That's how they push that barcode. And the MOTB is no goddamn barcode. He required everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on. They go with that on again. Remember, the scripture says, the scripture says in the charagma. All right. Berean King James. Here we go with the in their right hand, King James Bible, in their foreheads. And those with their eyes wide open, with common sense, would know that the word charagma is in. It's describing something being put in. All right. It's just one that says says forced, and he calls them all small and great, rich and poor. Small and great, rich and poor, free, and the free and the slaves to be given a mark. And he calls all small and great, rich and poor, and the poor and free to be given a mark. Mark. Here we go. Also, he compels all the small and great, and the rich and the poor, and the free men, and the slaves to be given a mark. Christian Standard. Aramaic Bible, plain English. And it will cause all the small and great, rich and poor, masters and servants to be given a mark. Okay. Contemporary English version, all people were forced. There we go. All people were forced. This is contemporary English version. All people were forced to put a mark on their right hand or forehead, whether they were powerful or weak, rich or poor, free people or slaves. All people were forced. And that's what we're coming down to the pipe, man. It's going to be this thing is going to be made it's going to be mandatory worldwide. Scripture in 2nd Ezra 9 and 19. The point is in verse 20. 2nd Ezra 20. 2nd Ezra 9 and 20. But for then everyone obeyed. But now the manner of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupt by perpetual seed, and by a law which is unsearchable rid themselves. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. Now, going into that word peril meaning like a circumstances that you're forced to do something, meaning going to the etymology, just looking up the word peril, dangers and risk. Do this here. See, what's the scripture say again? So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. Dangers, risk, hazard, jeopardy, exposure of person or property to injury, loss, or destruction. Now, what comes to mind? Destruction. Revelation, the 14th chapter. Revelation. Got a couple. Let me find this here. Revelation. The 20th chapter as well. The 19th chapter, which I was just reading. Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his damn image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. Christian church, hey, the churches, hey, IUIC, these people, literally gonna have no damn excuses, man. Gonna literally have no excuse, like what the scriptures mention, no cloak for their sins. No cloak for their sins. Let me grab that. I'm about to shut this down. John 15 and 22. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sins. He that hateth me hateth my Father also. You see? If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they been both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in the law. They hate me without a cause. So it's coming down to showdown time. So with that, shalom.